you know that in Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity, there may be more references to metal heroes than you're expecting. But I'm going to pass it over to Joel here, who actually knows a lot more about this stuff. Take it away, Joel. I don't know what that was.
Get him. Yeah, this is obviously influenced by the fact of in the most recent episodes, as of recording, we have got Gavan Ryer, who is just such a clear and obvious reference to Sekai Ninja Senjuraya from 1988. So they've made a completely different metal hero, a Gavan, in this. So
they look incredible, by the way.
It's really cool, but they've color swapped him because he is a red hero. They've color swapped him to my colors. Fraud, right? Fraudulent. They've obviously seen me. But what's really, really fun, and I think this is a really, really fun thing about that. We'll talk about the other references in a second. But the thing I love about this is obviously he's Gavan Ryer. And if you shorten that, it's G Ryer.
They thought they could get away with that, didn't they? They were like, we could be sneaky about this.
Yeah.
It added a reference. No one would notice. We noticed.
Yeah, motherfucker. We know. But I kind of like it. I kind of get it. Like, they wanted all these different worlds to have different themes. And Jiraiya is one of the metal heroes with the most distinct theme. His entire thing is ninja. So they were like, cool, ninja world, I suppose. Which is cool. I like it. But that means they've rolled a completely different metal hero into the Gavan world, which means we're probably never getting a Project Red Jiraiya. But it does give me hope that in the future we might see sequels to this Gavan universe. Because if they did want to focus on Jiraiya, they could focus on Gavan G Ryer.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I can sort of start listing off the other references.
Please do.
And you can tell me what you think about them.
Okay.
So, Gavan Infinity's red suit is clearly not a reference to Gavan Infinity. Super Space Sheriff Gavan. It's actually a reference to Space Sheriff Sharavan, because he's the red in the Metal Heroes universe.
Let me have a quick look at this one.
So that's kind of like the first one that I think, which is really interesting. And also Sharavan is shiny. You know, in the same way that I think Infinity is here. So that leads me to believe that there is potentially a route in which we might see some more Sharavan references in the rest of the show, potentially even seeing maybe a Shader or a Sharavan or some other metal heroes later on in the show when they don't want to make just a new Gavan, which would be amazing. Except we've just been told that the show might be half a season one. They hate me. They actually hate me.
That's for another video, though. That's
a different video. Second, Cosmo Gavarian, the ship gun robot. You would think is a very unique thing. Not at all. This is a complete rip from Space Sheriff Shader from 1984. The Gavarian trigger, which functions as a gun, a robot, and a spaceship, is actually a reference to a different thing called Vavilos, which is Shader's iconic multi-purpose ship, which also is a gun, a battleship, and a mech. So the big difference there, though, is Shader's gun. They all have they kind of have different names. Like, it's always the Gavarian trigger or the Cosmo Gavarian in this, whereas though Vavilos is called like the Vavilos sensor, the Vavilos beam, the Vavilos laser, the Vavilos, you know, like these are different formations of the same thing. And yeah, it's but it is completely, absolutely taken from Shader, which is a very, very old thing.
So all we thought we knew is fake. Even Gavan isn't a Gavan. It's a lie. No.
But it does seem like they're cannibalizing the whole Metal Heroes world in order to make like the best Metal Hero. Do you know what I mean? It feels like they're taking all the coolest shit from across Metal Heroes and putting it into one show, which I kind of love the idea of, but now I'm not sure about because obviously we're not getting it for very long. But it is still very, very cool. But if you want a reference and a direct callback to actual Space Sheriff Gavan, finally, Space Sheriff Gavan 1982, the Gavarian blade that we see in this is actually a direct callback to the laser blade from Gavan. So there is a Gavan reference.
So something from Gavan. No, I'm glad that we've got that in the Gavan show.
Yeah, and then another one which is very new but very, very cool is that we just recently got something called the Dornado or Dornado.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is it's the new blue weapon.
Oh, the dragon thing?
Yes, the dragon.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
It's
like you.
Yeah, so that is also a reference to Electronic Star Beast Door. I had to write that down because I wasn't sure I was going to remember it. But yes, so in the you will even see this in Gokaiger versus Gavan. But the original Space Sheriff Gavan has a thing called Electronic Star Beast Door or Doll, because Doru is just R's and L's one letter in Japan. And it's the 5th mecha expansion pack for the Cosmo Gavarian. But it is a blue and yellow dragon that is a direct homage to Doru from the original Space Sheriff Gavan. And it even comes with this like circular part that when it's attached to the Cosmo Gavarian gives a similar appearance to the Gavan ship Doragan.
Ooh.
Oh, Dorgaran, sorry. But yeah, those are the most obvious
references, I guess.
Those are the most obvious references. But now I've got a couple.
Ooh.
A couple that I think could be a reference.
Okay.
But they definitely be down to you. So, our baby girl, Gavan Luminous.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe a reference to Jiku Senshi Spielban from 1986.
Metal Hero Spielban?
Spielban, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Is that woman?
So Spielban is man, but there is 2 woman in Spielban. There is 2 other metal heroes, Diana Lady and Helen Lady.
Ooh.
And these are metal heroes who are women.
And there's 2 of them.
Metal heroes.
That's
and there's
it.
2 of them.
Oh my gosh. Guys, we got it.
Indeed.
2 women in a show.
We got it.
In the when was this? 1987.
Yeah, there's actually more metal hero women in that show than there are metal hero men.
You wouldn't see it. It never was possible before. Now it's cinema.
And also, at one point in that show, she was one of the women was basically, I believe, kidnapped, and they did something to her, like metal. I think it's metal spirit. I don't quite. I haven't watched enough Spielban to know this yet, but they did something to like transform her into being an evil metal hero. So she goes from being Helen Lady to Hellbyra.
Ooh.
And Hellbyra looks sick.
Wait, I just saw the link to it. Oh my god! Could we make a prediction right now? Something happens to one of the girls and they turn into Elvira or something similar. That'd be sick.
Well,
I'd be so up for that.
Well, this is what I was going to say. So I thought it would be very, very interesting if Death Gavan could take Kiki is luminous, right? What's the other one called? Koto, yes. I thought it would be really interesting if Death Gavan could like maybe kidnap Koto and then do like a similar thing to her where he turns her into like a twisted Gavan, like an evil Gavan, and they save her, but she gets to keep the suit.
Oh my god, that'd be so sick. See, okay. This is where it gets annoying to me. And as you said, like with Project Red confirming that they've like paused it or like they're not doing a full year of Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity, there are so many cool stories or like references like they can do and are doing and can continue to do. The fact that we have 2 women and they're very clearly doing some references to some of these Metal Hero shows, I'm just like, please give us this. If anything else in the rest of the show, give us this reference. I like Jiraiya's reference. I like all the other references, but give me this reference for the girls.
Give me Diana Lady.
Please.
Give me Helen Lady. Give me Elvira.
Give me Elvira. Please.
No, I agree, and I think my biggest thing towards this as well, and my biggest sort of like support for this is that it's not just like a Spielban where like Spielban looks cool and like and like there's 2 women and there's 2 women in Luminous. I think those are really good supporting points. But another thing is that they share a similar suit, Spielban and Diana Lady and Helen Lady. And what is really interesting about Luminous is a color retread of Infinity. She has the same helmet as Infinity. And her suit looks a lot more like Infinity than something like a Jiraiya does. So I think it's interesting that like those women in that show are not like, and again, 1986. What a progressive time.
1986.
Yeah, and then they're not like any less than Spielban. Like they look like Spielban.
Did we just find a really like secretly progressive show by accident in the reference for Space Command?
Maybe we should watch it. Maybe we should watch Spielban. It's like 44 episodes.
I might have to.
Interesting. Also, I'm pretty sure a part of it was turned into VR Troopers as well. So that's fun. But
that's probably the best reference you found. Sorry, continue.
Well, there we go. Talking about that, the other thing that was obviously turned into VR Troopers was Matala and the Emorgears. They mirror Matalda's concept of transformation energy because his thing is being driven by emotion and life force. And that's kind of the core theme of that series. So it feels like they're not doing Matalda, but they're doing like the power source of Matalda in the Emorgears. So I think that might also be a reference. Again, like I said, tenuous, but I think definitely something that they've thought about.
For sure.
Then, Bushido. Gavan Bushido is named Setsuna Aikokuin, I think. And is actually an artificial human created thousands of years ago.
We love that.
And that artificial warrior angle is very Matalda, who is an android soldier.
Okay.
Now, this one's a bit debated because I also quite personally think that he has some blue Swat vibes. I don't know. Bushido just seems very unique in the fact of like even Jiraiya is a ninja, not like a samurai,
Yeah.
But closest reference that I think Bushido could be is Blue SWAT, because in Blue SWAT, that is their blue-themed defense agency.
Yeah.
And he is kind of the defender. He's kind of like on the what's it like the combat team of his world. Now another thing that makes me believe that he might be a bit of a Blue SWAT reference is that Blue SWAT basically combat aliens known as the Space Mafia, and a bunch of these Amorgia dealers have all been weird mafia people.
No, you're so right. He keeps dealing with mafia people.
Yeah, and we did find that first penguin-looking guy on his world, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sick. Okay.
So I think it's Blue SWAT, but I think I think maybe I'm alone in this.
No.
I've not seen
agree.
anyone else's theories on that, but yeah, that one's a Yu-Gi-Oh original. But yeah, that's where I think the reference sort of starts and ends with that. But
I like that.
But some people think Matala because artificial android robot soldier.
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The way that they're doing Project Red is very basic references, obviously. With Ryer, that's a bit more specific, obviously, with the fact that it's like a very specific suit design and look. The color's new, but like the story of the ninjas and stuff like that, that's very specific. But they are wanting to bring along the old fan base, as well as giving new stuff to old fans and new fans, and bringing them all together, basically. So it's kind of nice that we get like these refresh on these characters. So they're not going to be a one-to-one remake of it. So if they are a little mix and match with all these different references, I'm not too fussed with that. I'm actually really excited to see more. But it also makes me more excited that there is references. I don't know why. I'm like, oh, that's that thing from that thing.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I have 2 points to make here. First, it's so dumb that they didn't make this like an international release straight off the bat.
True.
Because we know Metal Heroes was so popular in Brazil. So they would have had a lot more diehard fans tuning back in if it was. But also, I get it. It costs more to be an international release. But there's two other things that I think is really interesting from Blue SWAT that we could maybe drag into the main universe that might be a reference. So in Blue SWAT, there is the main guy who is Sho Narumi, and he is Mr. Blue SWAT. Basically, he's just the main guy who is on the thing. But Blue SWAT is a team, and there is also another Blue SWAT called Sarah Masugi, and I think she might be a reference to. She might be a reference slightly to his commander being a woman.
Ooh, no, you're right. You could be so true there. What? Yo.
And then on top of that, there's kind of a Sixth Ranger thing going on in that show, because later on there is a character called Gold Platinum. Now, Gold Platinum is a man, but if you look at that suit, I am telling you.
Let me have a look.
Some of Luminous is absolutely taken from that suit.
Okay, wait. Metal
and
Heroes.
Specifically the chest area.
Gold Platinum?
Gold Platinum.
Platinum. Oh, already. That is like Luminous to a T, right?
Yeah. So I do think Blue SWAT is being referenced here, but I seem to be the only motherfucker on the internet that thinks so.
Oh no! There's two of us now that think that.
Yeah. We're building it. We're building a case. We're building a case.
It's like a legal case. We're building the case. We got another one, guys. Oh my god!
Objection. Gold Platinum.
May
Gold Platinum take the stand.
Yo. That's the closest thing we've got to a reference to luminous. Like the word luminous, the feeling of luminous.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, guys, gold platinum, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, also gold platinum is gold with silver accents. Luminous, gold with silver accents. Obviously, she's obviously got those like red bits as well that like come to her feet and hands. And if you look at gold platinum's gun, there is a red tip on that gun.
Ooh.
And I just think there's some design elements here.
Dude, you're not convincing me anymore. I am convinced. I am on the train. I am there.
Yeah. I may be cooking, chat. I may be cooking.
May? He's burning the kitchen. There's so much fire everywhere.
The kitchen is burning down. But yeah, those are the main references that I have like found. I'm sure other weapons of the mechs later on and stuff and other things will be more references to Metal Heroes, but those are the main references that I've picked up on so far. As someone who is a Metal Heroes fan, but not necessarily an old one, I picked up Metal Heroes when I heard Gavan Infinity got announced, and then like I kind of remember stuff from the Showa era of just like, well, not necessarily the Showa era, but like I'm a Showa era fan of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, so like I kind of remember like stuff from the old shows, like the old shaders, Charavans and Gavans. So yeah, even though I didn't watch Gavan properly until this was announced.
Oh, really?
Gavan wasn't my guy. Gavan wasn't my guy when I was a little bit younger. The Metal Hero show that I think I watched the most of was probably Caravan or Shader.
Damn. Crazy.
Maybe I had Red Ranger syndrome, you know?
If they could only see you now with the purples and the Jiraiya's.
I know.
Well, technically, Ryer.
Do you know what? I think back then, I think it was the fact that I don't think I liked a Silver Ranger until the Operation Overdrive Mercury Ranger. I think that's what it was.
Ah, that makes sense. Do you have anything for Destiny then? Like, or which one was Destiny? Which
Destiny is the original purple, right? That like Death Gavan becomes or something?
Yes, yeah, Death Gavan. Like, Death Gavan, Gavant. Where the fuck is Gavant's reference? Where's the reference to Gavant?
Okay. I'm gonna speed round this because I do think there is maybe potential references here I'm missing. So I haven't looked in hard enough to this, but obviously that Gavan in the background of the picture of the thing we're currently looking at is not Jiraiya. That's a different purple Gavan, which I imagine is Destiny, which I imagine is maybe like the purified version of Death Gavan, right?
Yes.
Potentially a reference to another purple Metal Hero, Jan Person.
Jan Person. Ooh, yes, you mentioned Jan Person. Let me have a look. Ooh, okay, yeah, Jan Person. Oh, yeah, that is definitely Jan Person-ish.
Yeah, so the only reason that I would say no is because originally I thought Jan Person may have been the reference for Bushido, because Jan Person is a robot detective.
I see. Okay, similarities. Yeah.
Similarities, indeed. But I am now thinking potentially that like in RoboCop, where there's like two RoboCops and like one goes evil or whatever, that potentially that's kind of what's happening with Gavan, Death Gavan rather, and maybe this is a Jan Person reference because he's gone purple to black, and then maybe he comes back to purple later on, and maybe the new Destiny is going to be a robot.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, so it's definitely interesting, but I think it's too soon to say completely. But the other purple hero that I can think of is Jan Person that might be. Also, just as a slight add-on, because you said something about Gavant, is that I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think Gavant may also kind of be a reference to Beetle Fighter.
I was gonna say Beetleborg, but
yeah, well, Beetleborg was Beetle Fighter was made to Beetleborg in the
I see. US. Yes. Oh my god, maybe that'd be sick.
So it was adapted into a show called Beetleborg's Metallics, I believe Beetle Fighter was specifically. And they only really focused on the main three, and then they had like the others like come in as Sixth Ranger types. But there's a bunch of them in there, and they're all kind of beetles, but kind of not. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some that are like dragonfly.
A beetle?
Sort of
kind
reference. Yeah, so it's like, I think there's one called Beetle Fighter Yanma, which is something I specifically remember from back then. And Beetle Fighter Yanma is absolutely like just like a dragonfly.
I love a dragonfly. Oh no, I don't. Ooh, freak me out. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, they're technically insect commanders, I believe, in the English show. But I think that is also a thing that was taken from the Japanese show. So I never really saw too much Beetle Fighter Japanese, like the Japanese stuff of Beetle Fighter, because it's Beetle Fighter Kabuto, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say one's a Kabuto.
But yeah, so I didn't see too much of it, but I think that's I do think that's where we got the Gavant from. Because they were all kind of insect warriors.
I love that, to be honest.
Yanma is obviously a dragonfly, and then there's Genji Min, and I forget what the last one is, which is terrible of me because that is sexist, because the last one is a female.
Wow, always forgetting the females, oh my gosh.
Always forgetting the female, how could I? Oh my god, if that female's an ant, maybe we're onto something.
Okay, wait. Beetle Fighter ant.
Also, there's the beetle robots in Kabutak as well, so that also could be a reference.
Gosh, I think it is a reference to just like that sort of side of the Metal Hero brand. And if that is, I think so, love that. I didn't even think about that. I know of like Beetleborgs and like not Beetle Fighters specifically, but I knew of Beetleborgs and that there was a reference to a Japanese show, but I didn't know much about it. But if Gavant is we call him Gavant, okay? I know he's Gavan.
Gavant, baby.
Gavan something. What is his actual name? I'm gonna find out because I feel bad. Oh, Gavan Amise or something. Amise.
Yeah, Amise. Yeah.
Amise. Do I amuse you? Sorry.
What am I, funny? Like a clown?
Gavan. But yes, so I genuinely think that the fourth Gavan in the line there is the girl coming back and taking over from the ant. So that is my favorite.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm kind of with that also. I also think Luminous's weapon is absolutely a reference to the Beetleborg stuff, because that looks like a beetle type weapon.
It does.
And if not, definitely Kabutak. So I've just looked into it. The extra 4, they are all not beetles, but I don't think any of them are an ant. I believe it's dragonfly, firefly, cicada, and then swallowtail.
What the fuck? I think just having
I don't know where swallowtail came from.
I think having just a reference to it being a beetle of some sort is still huge. Even if it is an ant, it's like a new thing. But I still think it's close enough. And it's an ant. Are you really going to be upset about an ant henching? Like, I loved that when that came out.
Oh, she's a ladybug.
Oh, wait. No, he falls into a ladybug at the end of that episode. And the ladybug picks him up.
Oh, that's so funny.
There you go. There's your reference.
That is so funny. There's your reference. There's your reference. Wow, we came up with that one on the spot. That
was a whole... I was going to say, I'm having a quick look at Beetle Robot Kubatak. Real quick. Tentolina?
No. Well, yeah. I was looking at Tento earlier, the purple one, yeah.
Oh, she's pink in Beetle in Kabutak.
Oh, Kabutak's different. Yeah, it's a different show. Yeah.
There's 2 Tenolinas or Tenos. That's so funny.
There's Tento, and then I imagine the other one's called Tentolina. But yeah, Kabutak is the kid like show, right?
Yeah.
But no Ant on that team. But I do like that Ladybug reference. That's cool. That does make sense to me.
That's probably the reference we're gonna get out of this.
But anyway, those are all the references that I could find and that we found live on the spot.
If any of you know a reference that we've missed out on or another character that is referenced, please let us know in the comments.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me, Kezza. Henshin.
No worries.
Even though you have me every time, it's a TokuYapsu lol.
I was gonna say I didn't mention this is a TokuYapsu, and if you want to hear us talk more and yap more, join us on stream on Twitch, and also wait for these Yapsus where we just talk about stuff we love to talk about. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Janet! I fucking did it!
What was happening with my neck? What the fuck?
Am I back?
No. No! I almost said it! /stop. I did.